It is not about your worth. It is just data. Hi, my name is Michelle. I am your emotional resilience coach. Thank you for joining me today. Today, what I want you to do is I want you to take a moment when dealing with your worth. What you're essentially dealing with is your identity. How do you view yourself? And this is something that can get our brains sucked into this whirlwind of thoughts and opinions and viewpoints and beliefs. And do you know that everything you think isn't actually fact? It's just a thought, it's just an opinion, and it doesn't necessarily hold water, right? And so, what I like to do when I find that sometimes I'm spinning or I'm tired or my brain is running away with itself is a nice redirect is to come to one of three personas. You get to choose or do a little bit of a match of whatever's going to work for you. So the first one is the athlete. Now, the athlete works hard and the athlete tries again and again and again. The athlete puts in a lot of practice to reach the standard that they want or to get better at it or to do really well at something. There is a lot of practice involved. And the mere word practice means that there's going to be some fumbles, right? There's going to be some, I don't like the word failure. I think often I've said on here, I always like to change the word failure to learning experience, growth experiences, change it to something more positive. But there's going to be some opportunities to basically get up, dust yourself off, and try again. And keep going at it and keep trying at it. In life, the things that we do, even in our own healing, it is a journey. We're not going to get it right in one go. If you have got a goal that you want to set and you feel that you're just not getting there, it's okay. Goals aren't hard, fast, stuck places. You can move them. You can move the goalposts if you need to. You can give yourself grace. Breathe deep into what is and trust the process and just allow things to happen. Allow things to come up as they may instead of making things happen. It is a much gentler way to be. And so sometimes you're an athlete and you're going to practice and you're going to try and you're going to get up and you're going to, wipe the bruised knee and you're going to take the leaves out of your hair and you're going to wipe away your tears and you're going to say, you know what? I'm going to do this again. I'm going to give it another shot. Or if you prefer, think of a director. My son, he likes to make a lot of YouTube videos. He likes to put together stories. He's a great storyteller. From when he was really, really young, that was his thing, is to tell stories. And to put together a 10 to 15 minute skit takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of sacrifice, especially in the beginning when you're learning things and you're learning the ropes and you're trying to understand things. And just even generally in life, we've all seen those bloopers, right, at the end of the movie, where it's take 98 or take 300 and whatever, right? The director is trying to look from another perspective, a different angle. Maybe he changes the lighting. Maybe he wants them to say something in a different tone. There's something that he's playing with, right? They're doing it again. They're trying again. It's a mistake. It just means that what we got is not quite what we wanted, so we can try again. Let's give it another go. There's something in that. There's something about being able to look at something and not let the experience define you and not let the experience mean anything about you or your value. As human beings, we all make mistakes. We all say the wrong thing at the wrong time. We all do the wrong thing. We don't always show up as our best. Sometimes we're tired, moody, hormonal, whatever it is that's going on with us, we're not always putting our best foot forward. And so we're going to hit our heads. We're going to bump and bruise and do things that are going to make us take a step back, take a deep breath, and say, all right, let's try it again. Let's give this another take. The third one, which was my personal favorite, is the scientist. It's the scientist who looks at information and says, okay, this is just data. They don't get stuck in the drama of it. They don't get into the pain of it. They don't get into the, oh my gosh, how could it be? They don't try and change the results. They don't try and manipulate it. They don't look at it and say, this has ended up being X. That must mean that I'm a terrible human being, or how can I be stupid, or how did I let this happen, or whatever. It's just information. It's just data. It's just stuff to look at, assess, think about, and say, all right, I can do this differently, or where can I tweak, or what needs to change, or how can I do this better in future. Whatever that may be, it allows you the opportunity to take a deep breath and to not take it personally, to not let it mean anything about who we are. It takes the drama out of all of it when we were able to take a step back and look at it more objectively. And initially, it's going to be difficult, especially when you are used to being enmeshed into the drama of things. But this is a nice way to shift your brain and to almost do a little bit of a role play within yourself, where you shift your brain and you shift your perspective and you say, all right, if I'm an athlete, how would I go at this differently? Or what would I do again? Or what do I need to refine? If I am a director, what angles do I want to look at? What perspectives do I want to have? What lenses do I want to look through? How can I approach this differently? If I'm a scientist, it's just data. It's just information. It doesn't mean anything about who I am. Now, I know as a person with CPTSD how difficult that is, because when our brains were forming in our formative years, the damage that was done, the trauma that happened to our minds and our thinking, and the way that we were basically molded to think and believe, and the warped narrative that was fed to us, we had no choice but to think that this was normal, right, when we were children. But as we get older and as we were able to work on our healing, we were able to see more clearly. We're able to take a step back and say, okay, looking at it like this doesn't work for me. What can I do that's different? And this is no different to when dealing with yourself. Remember, I spoke to you in a previous video about who is it that you want to be? What is your identity currently? And what do you want it to be? And let's just look at it from a place of, this is just information. Let's not get swept away in the horrible, depressing, helpless emotion of it, where we look at it and we say, oh my gosh, this is just who I am, or this is just what it is. It isn't. You have the power and the capacity to change. All you need to do to start is to just be willing. I hope this helps. Please let me know in the comments below. Come on over to Instagram and say hey to me there. I am Michelle at the Emotional Resilience Coach. Send me a message. Is there anything you want me to cover? Is there anything that you feel you're stuck with, or you want more clarity on, or you'd like a different perspective on? Let me know either in the comments here below, or come on over to Instagram and you can message me there, and I would love to get back to you. Take a deep breath. Know that you are loved, and give yourself a ton of grace. I am so proud of you. You are doing better than you realize. Please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, the notifications button. And if you want more information on this, do get my book, Who Are You Beneath the Pain? Have a great day.